It smells smooth. It hits you so much in the face. Hey everybody, welcome back to Pursue the Brew. What we're gonna hit today is from Four Hands. We are doing the Absence of Light. This beer is a great story about how I discovered this beer. I was doing a podcast with some friends and we had a beer every week, and I saw this at the store, and it's a peanut butter chocolate milk stout. So again, there's peanut butter, there's chocolate milk, and it's a stout. That's a lot going on in one beer. I was like, this is gonna be funny, yuckity yuck, we're gonna hate it, but we're gonna laugh. It blew our minds how good it was, how smooth it was. I've bought it every year. It's one I stock up on. So even though we're into spring, it could still be chilly mornings. You still might be looking for a nice crisp dessert beer. Diving into Four Hands Brewing. They're out of St. Louis. The pairings for this beer, chocolate cake. That's perfect. This is definitely a dessert beer. It's 16 ounces, but definitely feel free to just split this one with friends. 7.1 alcohol by volume, so it is a little bit stronger. I will tell you, this is dark. It's called Absence of Light. It's got this little chocolate monster thing on there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but alright, we're going to use the fancy glass here just because dark dessert beer deserves a fancy glass. We're not going to use the little taster, but again, just how smooth, creamy this beer is. It's what you're looking for in a stout. I've bought it every year. It's really consistent. Sometimes you get a dessert beer, stout, you really want to see how is each year different, especially if it's aged in a barrel or something. You know, not a major head on this. I'd like a little bit more foam there, especially as I swirl it. See a little bit of that dark brown kind of foam come to the top, but there's really not a lot of head there. There are some bubbles, but again, it's dark. You can't see through that. Let's give it a sniff. I want to see if that peanut butter, the chocolate, like all that stuff comes to the top. Oh, you can just smell it. It hits you so much in the face. It smells smooth. Like that's what you want, especially a dessert beer. Like you're just having like a half a snifter or something like that. It's just so smooth. I know it's polarizing. I will say for peanut butter chocolate, it's sweet. Don't get me wrong. Like nobody's confusing this for an IPA or something where it's more bitter. This is a sweet, sweet beer. It's got chocolate, peanut butter. Sometimes you get these kind of outlandish beers, peanut butter, chocolate, banana, profiles that aren't just normal, that you have to work for. These brewers work really hard to make these beers work. There's a reason that this one has taken off so much for Four Hands. Four Hands kills it every time. They had a beer in one of my top 5, always in my fridge video. Just the chocolate, the peanut butter, it comes across really well. All right, let's get to the scoring system. Five hops available in each of these categories: color, flavor, bitterness, and overall. So let's start with color. I love the color of this. It's what I want, and especially something called the Absence of Light. Like you can't have like a dark brown. This needs to be pitch black, and it is. I hope you can see it in the camera and the light, but you see, get to the bottom, maybe there's some clarity, but really this is a pitch black beer. It reminds me of Guinness in that way. What I will knock it in this category for, and it's not exactly the color, but the head on it. I wonder if they release this as a nitro beer. I mean, there's bubbles on top, and they're an okay color. They're kind of a tannish bubble, so they're not white. Like, they're a darker, so you expect that from a stout beer. So color, I'm gonna give it I think I'm gonna go 3.25, just because the darkness is there, but I wish it was a little more creamy, a little more head. So maybe that category shouldn't be called color, but that's where I'm going with that one. On to flavor. First time I've done this in a video, but I think I gotta go 5. You call something a peanut butter chocolate milk stout, and you nailed all of it, and it's smooth. So, well done. I think I'm gonna go 5. 5 hops out of 5 for for flavor because it's exactly what you're claiming it is. I'm not saying it's for everybody. I'm not saying it's universally liked, but you say it's a peanut butter chocolate milk stout. That's what it is. Those are the flavors that perfectly come across, and you kept it smooth. Next, on to bitterness. So they're not trying to be bitter with this beer. It's a sweet beer. It's a dessert beer. So I'm not going to like say it's super bitter and give it 5, but I'm going to say it's exactly what it should be. It's smooth. There's really not a lot of bitterness at all. You can still tell it's a beer. So it's not like it's like chocolate milk, consistency and smoothness and thickness and all that, but you can tell it's a beer, but it's really smooth. So I'm going to go 4.5 on smoothness / bitterness. Yeah. So one thing, there's a little side note. One thing I like about this beer is you can feel it change when it's in your mouth, it's on your tongue, it's kind of that front end of it. It's very smooth. It is creamy there. When you swallow it on that back end, kind of as it's going down, you can feel the carbonation there, and it's like, oh yeah, this is a beer. But it's really well done the way that all balances. Overall, out of 5 hops, I'm gonna go 4.5. This one meets every mark that I look for with it. There's a reason I stock up on it, and I have it into April, into May. I've got plenty of these because I stock up. It's a great stout. Go give it a try. I know it's out there. It's probably weird. Yeah. Peanut butter. If you hate peanut butter, don't drink this beer. If you're open to new things, if you like peanut butter, give it a try because it's really smooth. Thanks, Four Hands, for bringing it. Thanks for the beer. Cheers, everybody. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Get in the comments again. We're kicking off the summer of IPAs next week. Next time, whenever the next video comes out, that'll be another IPA. And in the meantime, cheers. Have a great week. We'll see you next time on Pursue the Brew.